Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So we're gonna have a little change of pace here for a little bit. I know our last videos we were cleaning ditch and replacing a crossing in a ditch. Well, now we're clearing some fence row off for some friends of ours. They asked us if we would do this project for them because they want to put a new fence in, and we actually got started on this last week. And I didn't get any videos started, so I decided it's Monday and it's a good time to get a video started. So we'll video the rest of clearing this. So originally when we bid this project, they wanted to go from this fence on and head north. Well, then they come back and they decided that they wanted to go ahead and take the rest of this out heading south. So that's what we're going to work on here this morning. Kind of difficult because we can't destroy their windbreak fence there for their horse pen, and I got to deal with the road on one side of me, and on the other side of the road we got power lines to deal with. So I'm gonna have to get everything out without hitting power lines or destroying that fence. Once I get started here though, it'll be a lot easier because I'll have some more room to work. Swing this over and let George cut it up. We also, at some point today, we have to get the loader, the 621 wheel loader, loaded on the trailer and take it home because it has a transmission issue. Remember last winter we had a transmission issue with it, took it back to shop, fixed it. It's been trouble-free since. And then last Friday it started acting up and it doesn't want to move, so it's gonna have to go back to the shop. I have to pull the transmission out of it. I believe the cab has to come off. We're gonna call the guy that we talked to last time that's an expert on them Clark transmissions and ask him exactly what we need to do, so we're not doing too much that we don't need to do. But I got a feeling it's gonna have to come out this time. And by looking at it, the only way it comes out is with the cab off, and it comes out that way. It comes straight up. Now, my Uncle Jamie's Steiger tractor, it's an articulated tractor, so similar to the way the wheel loader works. The transmission actually came out the bottom of it. They dug a hole and dropped the transmission out in the hole. Push the tractor off of the hole and lifted the transmission out of the hole. But I don't think it works the same way on this wheel loader as it does that tractor. Ground's froze. Loader's got a lot of hours on it, so I mean, I'm not surprised that the transmission has an issue again. The big question is it worth fixing? Gotta find out what what's going to cost to rebuild the transmission if that's what it truly needs. Cost too much, probably just isn't worth fixing it. So I can lay this one right down over there. Now, if you're wondering, we did have this located. 811 came out, they located everything, so we're not just digging along the road without knowing where the utilities are. It was located all clear, so we're good. So once we're done with this section, we'll finish heading north. Get the rest of it all done. Where's George? Oh, there's George. Let him cut that one up. Later on, I'll get the camera outside. There were some pretty good sized oak trees. What the problem was is they had matured, the bugs got in them, and they really wreaked havoc on them as far as eating them up, and they started rot inside, and just wasn't anything worth saving for lumber or anything like that. We did cut some of the logs out, and those went for firewood, and the rest of it just got burnt. I gotta keep a certain percentage of the wood to burn up the stumps, because I like to burn stumps up. So if I get rid of too much of the wood, I won't be able to burn stumps up, because I won't have nothing to burn them with. So not all of it can go to firewood. Once we're done, we'll grade all this off with the dozer, and then they'll be able to come through and put their new fence up and be able to put cows out here and not have to worry about the fence getting smashed by trees. Because that's what the main problem was, is every time they would fix the fence, storm would come through, break tree limbs out, and destroy the fence again. So they're just getting tired of it. So it was just time to start over and build a new fence, get rid of the trees. Get that chunk of wood out of there. That's been laying there a while. There's no stumps in here anywhere that have been cut off. Don't see any, just chunks of wood, but bobcat grapples will get those. There's a little stump. My thumb's moving a little slow because last Thursday I had a hose blowout. Not blowout, sorry. It got pinched in the thumb. Somehow it got held over and got pinched in the thumb. And I had to go to John Deere and get a hose made. And their fittings are smaller than the actual fittings that were on the original hose. And it slowed down the speed of my thumb because it cut the flow. So I got to go to LaPorte at some point this week and go to Hoosier Hydraulic and get another hose that matches the other side, because their NPR Jones hydraulic fittings are a higher flow than a Parker fitting. If you hold them up and compare them, there's a lot more flow, a lot bigger diameter inside. But the John Deere one, or Parker fitting, got us by, because it happened at like 3:30 in the afternoon. And I didn't really want to run to LaPorte. very tough. Don't want to dig too close to the edge of the road in case it's froze, and I don't want to peel a chunk of road up with a chunk of frozen dirt or something. Stump's still pretty good yet. The way that snapped off, I would have thought that stump was pretty junk. Well, hopefully, so far, this video is more entertaining than the Super Bowl halftime show was last night. That was just, I don't know. We shut it off halfway through. I was just not very excited by it. I was really hoping for a better performance than that. How dare he stand on that hood of that beautiful car? Huh. That one's really in there. Oh, it's coming. Well, I thought it was. Dig on the backside a little bit here. Trying. There we go. It's pretty yellow sand here. So a lot of these oaks, they got a pretty good taproot on them. That's what we were fighting. And that one apparently was not as dead as I thought. Just did not want to come out. There we go. Finish clearing these off. Got that big oak to deal with. Get all the little ones out, and we'll continue on. Well, we got to the big oak. That's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try to lay it right down where we're sitting right now. I'll go around on the other side of it. Check our traffic situation out here. Yeah, we're good. Nobody coming. Everybody's probably panicking that I went out on the road with steel tracks. Well, I got enough frozen dirt in these steel tracks and they're triple grouser shoes that are not going to tear the road up. And it's cold out. It's not going to hurt a thing. Alright, I'm going to bust this limb off right here. You couldn't see it, but I can see it. Put it over to the side. Much room to dig there, so it's close, or that's as far as we're gonna get without getting into the road. wouldn't go all the way over, and I can break some of the top out, just get it down to where I can reach it. Let's see what we can do. Go ahead and let that fall. There we go. It's leaning in our favor. Maybe still kind of tough. Well, maybe. We're rocking it. Dig a little more on this side. Get this cherry out of the way. So far, I haven't broke any of the fence posts off. Which they didn't care if I broke them off or pulled them out. They would just have to put them back in, but if I can save them some work, I will. But if I can't, then oh well. Lay that there for now. Good sized roots down there yet. If I can just get a few roots broke. Sometimes it don't take very much at all. Or just get the weight of the dirt off of them. Get my wish. Oh yeah. Let's check for traffic. We got one way down there, but we'll be all right. go. I'm happy with that. That'll work. Get some of this dirt back in the hole. This is not a highly traveled road, so we only see a car maybe every 45 minutes to an hour, and usually they're locals anyways, and they know we're working here, so left of the big tree is a stump. We'll get that dug out of here. What's left of it. I'm sure there's still some roots attached a little bit. All the fence posts survived. I was worried that the top falling on them was going to break some of them, but it didn't actually hurt them. It's coming. Oh yeah. Had a root ball on it, pretty good size. Fighting right there. That one's going to be fun to burn. Let's get some dirt behind it so it'll stay up. Almost had it. It's a little too heavy to grab. Well, maybe not. There, we got it. Well, it don't slip out of there. Drop it and get some dirt out of it. Roll it around. More dirt you can get out of it, the better it's going to burn. dirt out of there. Cleaned up pretty good. I'm gonna carry it over by the fire and lay it close so it can get hot. Some more of that dirt will fall out. I thought I was gonna carry it. Just some awkward shape to grab a hold of. There we go. Take it over there and get it in the heat. Well, we're down here to our last tree, and there's a car sitting right down here at the intersection. I don't know what they're doing. They're just lingering, and I hate it when people just linger. I don't know if they're down there trying to catch me doing something wrong or something, so they can slap it on the stand-up Stark County page and get me yelled at by somebody. I don't know, but if you're gonna linger, come down and tell me what you're doing. Because if you're trying to hide behind that fence, so if you're out of my sight, I can see you just as good as you can see this big excavator behind this tree. So let's just play peekaboo all day long. I don't care. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. You have people stop and take pictures of you all the time, and most of the time they're friendly people and they're just smiling because they don't get to see this kind of stuff every day. Or people pull up and let their kids watch out the window, and that's great. I appreciate that. But sometimes people just look for people doing things wrong because they have nothing else to do but try to get other people in trouble. Like there's anything going on that I could get in trouble for here. I don't know. It's like, why do you linger? Go find somewhere else to park. Well, there we go. That is the last tree along the road here. And still have not broken off a single wooden fence post. Well, I'm going to get the loader loaded up here. Pull him over to the trailer. Hopefully I should be able to back right along the low boy over here. Pulling right up on him. Extend out so I can see. Whoops. There we go. Probably should have stopped. Right there. So we got the loader pushed in the shop. Before I brought it in the shop, I pressure washed it really good. That way it wasn't all nasty when I'm trying to work on it. We just took the 270 Hitachi excavator and shoved it in here. I got sidetracked because I had to haul the 270 over to the neighbors for him to unload some concrete bridge beams with. They're like 34,000 pounds. And between the 270 and his 345 Cat, they're going to lift him off the trailer and set him off to the side, and then he's going to probably bust him up and run him through his crusher. A contractor was looking for a place to go with him, and they contacted him, and he said that he would take him. So that's where the 270 ended up. And I got busy hauling that over there and didn't come back to this yesterday, or didn't go back to clearing trees. But anyways, there's what happened. That front bearing apparently locked up, and then the rollers got all up in there and destroyed that front cover. So now I got to find out exactly why that happened, and then we'll go from there. So I want to call and talk to the transmission rebuilder and get his thoughts on it. See if he thinks we should just clean everything out and replace that bearing again, or we should pull the transmission out this time. I think we should pull the transmission out this time, but we'll find out what his thoughts are. So we did get confirmation yesterday that the head is rebuilt for the 3406B Cat in the 1988 Peterbilt here. So we'll have to go get that sometime this week. They went ahead and they put all new exhaust valves in it because they said that it had seen some heat at one time. And the valves were discolored. And usually when they get discolored is when they start breaking off their stems. So they went ahead and did all new valves in the head, checked all the springs and guides and all that, and all the guides were good. Springs were to spec. So we'll be getting that head back and we'll be able to put this back together. So anyways, today we're gonna go back and finish getting them trees cleared, because Wednesday we're supposed to get 6 inches of snow, and that would be a good day to work on this project or some other things we got going on. I did get the swing seal for Little Richard's swing motor, so I'll be able to get him put back together also. So let's go clear some trees the rest of the day. Well, our pile burnt down real good. Just some chunks of stumps and stuff left. So I'm gonna sort through here and get out some more hot stuff. I carried some down to where I want the next pile already. I'm going to sort out some more hot stuff and take it down there. That way I don't have to mess around getting another pile started. If you can get some good hot chunks like this one, you can pretty easily start another fire. Take these stumps and drop them and knock some dirt out of them, knock them around. It's amazing how much dirt will knock out of them once it's hot. Hot chunk that we can take down to the next pile. Got some good wind this morning also, so that's really going to help get the next one going. Should have brought my rake for the excavator. Got the grapples and rake for the skid loader, but I didn't bring my rake. Set that one there. Make a little brush pile for him to grab with the Bobcat. You can come up here and grab that and take it. George moved my seat. He was running the excavator yesterday. What I'll do is I'll get all these chunks out, then I'll knock the ashes around and separate things, and then restack some of this and just let it stay here and burn. Woven wire fence is always fun to deal with, especially when it's all grown in trees and everything else. Gets stuck around your bucket teeth. Well, I got that all scattered out, got the big chunks out, got them stacked, and I'm gonna let them burn again. Gonna let the wind that we have today keep blowing through there, and that'll burn up the rest of the chunks that are charcoal and get rid of those. And then once it cools off a little bit, I'll have George go through with the grapples on the Bobcat, rake up what pieces are left. Then when we bring the dozer here, we'll scatter the ashes out real thin, and they can disc it up and replant whatever they want to replant here as far as pasture mix, and then they're good to go. Got most of the big stumps burned up. Got 2 of them in there yet, but they'll burn up by the end of the day. So we'll go down here and start taking some trees out again. Well, we got us 2 oak trees here. Get these out. They're not real big. At least we got room to work, unlike along that fence. So I can really get some dirt dug out from under them. Shouldn't take a whole lot unless they're really fused together at the stump. That might be a problem. Nice if they would split away from each other, and then I wouldn't have to deal with one stump. Let's see what we got. Let's just tap on this one a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh. Not have to dig much at all. That one wants to go too. Readjust the camera. It's got like a shadow for some reason to the one side. Let me readjust you a little bit so we can see higher up. Alright. I think that's just the screen that's doing that. Some of that dirt off, leave it in the hole. A lot of frozen chunks out here. Bobcat with it. George parked it to go get the saw. Away from the road. There we go. Now we're away from the road with it. Don't have to worry about it falling. Or smacking a trash truck or something like that. Right there, that's a good safe spot for George to cut it. Scrape some of them little limbs off so he can get in there without getting smacked. Let him saw it off for me. Oh, you want it more? Okay, I can do more. Thought he'd like it right there, but he wants it farther out. It's rotten inside. No good. Wouldn't even be worth firewood. And that looked to be kind of a healthier tree. Guess not. Once they get bugs in them or something like that, then they're junk. Pile's burning on the backside. Roll it over a little bit. There we go. Clean this up, and we got some more big ones coming up. Well, this one's gonna be fun as it is right up tight along the road. There is no digging between this one and the road. Bucket won't fit. Maybe if I had a 24-inch bucket it might fit. feel like a very healthy stump. Don't seem like it's got many roots around it. So it'll probably peel right over without hurting the road, I would think. An old Bud Light can, Budweiser or something. I don't know how old, but maybe if I dig that fairly deep, it'll kind of fall down and pull down away from the road and not peel anything out. Let's see. Check my traffic situation here. Doesn't look like we have anybody coming. We're clear. Couldn't see past that tree. I'm surprised that tree was able to grow that close to the road. I'm surprised the county mower didn't nip it off at some point. Oh yeah. Nice. Didn't hurt the pavement at all. Dirt packed in there right away. A while back, when they repaved this road, they kind of just peeled the edges off with the road grader, and then they compacted it a little bit, and they poured laid pavement all the way to the outside. So they didn't get too crazy when they redone this road years ago. And that's been about, I shouldn't say years ago, it's been about 4 years ago they did it. Keep that from caving in or anything like that. I'll George put the bucket on the Bobcat later and clean off any dirt I got on the road. We're supposed to get 6 inches of snow tomorrow, so county trucks will plow it off too. like to leave holes open, especially along the road. You just never know. Somebody texting and driving might end up in your hole. That'll work for now because I gotta get that next tree out yet. I'll get this one broke up and get it in the fire. Alright. Here's a big one. Gotta be careful of it because one side is hollow. See what happens. It's probably going to end up right in the fire. Well, maybe not. Oh, there it goes. That'll work. big stump rolled out before we go to lunch. Getting kind of hungry. George cut it off, but didn't quite get all the way through. That's all right. I'll break it. Another junk log. Really hoping to find a couple good logs, have them cut up for low boy planks, but there ain't a single one of them that's been any good. I mean, maybe for firewood, but I need the wood to burn my stumps up. Oh, that's split. Rotten. Peel some more dirt off of it. There we go. Just camera wheel, that's better. Well, I'm gonna go drag that hole shut and we're gonna go to lunch. Well, we're down to our very last tree of the project. If you've made it through this video this far, I appreciate it. It's probably not a very exciting video, but I know a lot of you like the tree clearing, a lot of you like the ditch work, a lot of you like the demolition. Try to give you a variety of everything. Need to get back into some shop work, which I do have a video in the process being made of shop work, putting the seal in Little Richard's swing bearing or swing motor, which that did come yesterday, so I do have that seal in hand. So I actually got the wrong one the first time by the part number that I got from John Deere, and I ended up getting the wrong one. So this time I got the right part number. Believe it or not, the book that we have on Little Richard, the part number actually lined up with the part number that Friday Parts had. So should be the right seal by part number. Being Little Richard is a gray market machine, meaning that he came straight over here from Japan, it's a little tough to get parts for him sometimes. It's the same excavator as an EX60, but there's just a little bit of variation for some reason since he's gray market, which I don't know, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Just like there are gray market 200-5 Hitachis that are a little bit different than an American sold 200-5. last of the trees. It's turned out real nice along here. George has it looking really good. We got the bucket with the Bobcat, and he's been going along and grading things after he rakes them. We're still probably going to bring the dozer back later and grade it all off real nice once it thaws out. County's not going to have to put much sand and salt on the road through here. I got enough sand on it for them. George will go through and scrape that off with the bucket. Get this busted up and get it in the pile. Once George gets out of my way. I don't want to smack him with anything. Whoops. Sure do miss having a big loader. Sure reduces the time on cleanup. You can take some pretty good size grapplefuls with it. And it saves tremendously on excavator undercarriage. Because I gotta carry a lot of the bigger stuff because George just can't carry it with Bobcat. I mean, the T870 holds its own, but some of this bigger stuff, it's quite the load for it. Should have probably just brought the haul truck. Brought it to move brush with. Since the loader's down. Someday I'd like to get me a forwarder. Forwarder is a 6-wheel drive machine. For those of you who are not familiar with them, they use them for logging, especially overseas where they do a lot of pulpwood and things like that. They stack the wood right on them, and they're self-loading. Well, we got that last tree out. We're at the pile. We're gonna go ahead and stack what we got cleaned up here. Keep it good and hot all night so we can burn our stumps up. Then we're out of here. I want to get this video edited and get it uploading. So I can video some more stuff tomorrow. It sounds like the weather's not going to be the greatest, so I'm probably going to stay in the shop. So if we stay in the shop, that means I'm going to want to video stuff like on the loader, or if we work on the 1988 Peterbilt project, because George won't be here tomorrow. It'll just be Dad and I. It sounds like we're supposed to get, like, I thought 6 inches, but now they're talking 5 to 10 or something like that. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Rail is up on the rollers. The rollers were up on the rail. I hate that when the rollers slip over the rail. Definitely burning good with that wind that we've had all day. Alright, I'm going to finish cleaning this up, and I'm going to call it a night. So thank you for watching. Greatly appreciate it. We will see you on the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like and a subscribe for more videos. I know this might have been a little boring, but you know. There we go. Last big one. Thanks for watching. See y'all next one.